talk about that the show real quick while we're on.
Mm.
Yeah. So apart from BTS, August D boldly goes solo on D-Day. Suga, is that how you say it? From BTS goes solo on August D.
Suga.
Suga.
It's like when System of a Down
Suga.
pronounces
All
sugar.
right. All right.
Yeah.
That's how I'm gonna say his name from now on. I'm like Suga from
Yeah.
BTS. With 10 bold, diverse songs, setting the rapper apart from his K-pop group while charting his legacy. So, man, tell us about that show. Tell us
it
everything.
was cool, man. It was like so I'm used to going to metal shows most of the time, so and a lot of them are pretty small. So it's usually just like a band on stage doing band stuff, which is awesome and I love that, right? But this was like an event, This was like had like eight moving stages, eight moving platforms that were like rising and lowering and stuff like that. There was like constant fireworks and just flamethrowers and stuff like that all over the place. Uh, the show itself, like the visuals of it was entertaining enough that I probably could have just sat there, even if there was complete silence, and watched everything that was happening, honestly. But the actual show, like he played with a live band, first of all, and you know how much I'd appreciate that, right?
Mm.
August D is sort of the um alter ego. It's like the Slim Shady to Eminem. You
Mm.
know what I mean? Like, so the August
Is
D is
that
like the Slim Shady. So it's harder, it's more aggressive, it's more like, he curses a lot and stuff like that, which you don't really hear in BTS. So and because there's the live band there, a lot of the songs sound way heavier than they sound on the recorded. And he does some singing, but he's mainly just a rapper, right? So
yeah.
it's like going to a really big crazy rap show. But it was cool. He also sat down with a guitar. I've never seen him play guitar before. He sat down with a guitar and sang over it, just him and the guitar.
Hell yeah.
He sat down with piano and rapping at the same time too. He's a really talented guy, and it was a really, really fun show to actually witness. We had great seats. I posted a bunch of little clips and pictures on my Twitter if you want to check that out. But yeah, man, I would absolutely. It's the type of thing where, like, I think if you don't, I think people, you think that like K-pop.
You should retweet those on guys too.
Oh, maybe. I think a lot of people think K-pop and they think like poppy, sort of like really like upbeat, stuff that, that basic K-pop thought process before you've ever heard K-pop. This is a guy that's more like an underground rapper that's just coming out playing with a live band, and it's got heavy, man.
So
Like you could see on one of the clips, it's basically somebody even commented, this sounds like a doom metal riff. Like, yeah, like he likes to go hard.
well, you've convinced me to go check something out. That's really cool. I've been getting back into rap a lot lately, and I was going to ask you: is he rapping Korean or English, or is it mixed of both?
Yeah,
Both?
it's a
Okay.
mix. Pretty much like everything in K-pop. I mean, like the most popular groups, at least, they like to mix the English and the
Okay.
Korean together. Because this is his first American tour, I think he's doing a lot of the English stuff live,
That's
so that
smart. That's smart.
people can understand a little bit better.
Hell yeah.
But I personally, I barely even notice. You know what I mean? Because like most of the music that I listen to is in a different language anyway, so I'm always reading captions anyway.
I think with rap it's a little different though. Like I may in a sense where it's more percussive, and I wonder if like the emotions of the words are being conveyed since it's mainly percussion and not so much about the feeling or the flow of the lyrics. So that's what I always wonder. That's why I think maybe I haven't listened to too much. But then like when I heard Psyche do it during the song, it was badass. I loved it. So I could totally influencer. So I could totally see myself getting into it.
I actually think that's a skill in its own. I think the ability to write lyrics in a different language and then translate them appropriately so that you retain the message, but it still sounds like it flows is like its own separate skill, right? Like, because you don't always have to do that. And basic translations, like you said, they don't always get the message across properly.
Yeah.
So if you can do that, like there's this group called Epic High, right? They're just such good lyricists and they switch between English and Korean. They always make everything rhyme properly between the two languages, but the translations are just as deep when they're doing the English stuff. I mean, when they're doing the the Korean stuff, than as they are when they're doing the English stuff. So I think like some groups are better at that than others, but August D, for example, is very, very good at that. So I can just sit there and read almost
So,
like a poem,
I need
like
you
his
to.
lyrics.
So for those that didn't hear or just joining us, he has stuff on his Twitter. So go check out his Twitter, and we'll retweet it also in the Guys and Guys of the footage that you took. Can you explain why this face? What happened during the song that made you do
My
this?
face or his
Yeah.
face?
No, yours. What made
Ryan's
you,
face.
What made you have this face right here?
Um,
What did he do? He said what needs to be said.
I don't know. I feel like I make that. I feel like I make that face quite a bit, honestly. But in this particular instance, I think it was when he tried to drown himself in a tub of oil and then shot his alter ego at the end of the video.
Oh, that's crazy. For those who are just listening, can you describe your face? Wave, go ahead and describe Champ's face to the audio listeners.
Vinegar strokes.
Looks like you're really enjoying your stroke. Wait a minute.
Somebody in the chat said it's a Champ farted face.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. It looks like you're stuck.
But
in
I don't
mid,
think I would make that face if I was farting. I might make that face if somebody around me was farting. You know?
His Elvis face. I like that. Yeah, this is Champ's Elvis face. So that's if Elvis farted. That face right there. There we go.
There it is. It is. But yeah.
Hey guys, thank you for watching. The Guys and Guys this year are really trying to up our game in the Japanese music news space, so we really rely on our Patreon supporters and our members over here on YouTube, so thank you so much. So if you guys can help, consider becoming a Patreon supporter or a member, and you also get exclusive group reactions from all of the guys. Stay awesome, everyone. See you in the next one. See you!